All right, so I'm really excited to go through this with you to show you how you can get 37 million impressions for your law firm at, I got to check the numbers again, 27 cents per click. This is unbelievable arbitrage by going after your ideal clients in a slightly unique way than what most lawyers do. So, this is what I would argue one of the most targeted forms of online billboard advertising that exist. There's other methods that are very effective on Facebook, which I'm sure we're going to make other videos about. But this specific strategy is being used by almost no lawyers. So I'm going to show you how this works. So 37 million impressions at 31 cents per click. Okay, you might need to zoom in to see the two numbers that I just highlighted in my column here. So what we're going to be doing is going through how to create a very targeted display campaign that goes after potential clients for your law firm that have a high likelihood of being your ideal client. So I'm not going to go too far into the weeds. I'm going to kind of show you from a zoomed out perspective how you can go after the right clients. I will preface this video with one thing, by saying that when you do display campaigns, you have to make sure you use many display ads to split test against one another. You don't want to just create one display ad with, call us for a consultation. The reason being is when someone sees your the same exact ad 7 to 10 times, they start completely tuning it out. So you have to have different offers, and then you have to track how people respond to those offers through your analytics, which I'll show you how to do. So make sure you have a lot of different display ads showing to these audiences. But let's dive in. So first, I want to go into audiences. Now, this is not doing keyword targeting. This is doing something a little bit more specific. So, okay. What I wanted to show you first was affinity audiences. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to edit audiences. Let's go into one of these paused campaigns just to show you. Audiences, great. So we're going to go to edit audiences. Now what I want you to see here is not on this right column. That's what we're currently using. Now this is something to be said too. You can show display ads to an audience that is similar to the people in your AdWords campaign. So this is Google's version of a lookalike audience, which is vital in Facebook advertising. So a lot of people don't know that on Google now, there's such thing as a lookalike audience, which is the similar to audiences. And then you can actually just show it to your AdWords list, right? So that's just called general retargeting. But this is called lookalike retargeting, where you take people who are similar to the behaviors of those who are clicking on your Google ads, and then you show them display ads across thousands of websites that's within Google's display network, also known as GDN. So, then what I wanted to show you first was aside from lookalike audiences, which I did not plan to go into, and I'm actually just getting another idea of what to go through. Really big thing I'd stick around till the end that I'll throw in as a surprise. I just wrote on my notebook. So first we're going to look at affinity audiences. Okay, so what I did was I clicked on audiences. And then what I'm doing here is I'm going to look at affinity audiences. So what are affinity audiences? Affinity audiences are what your potential clients' interests and habits are, okay? So it's very hard to use affinity audiences to target people who were perhaps recently injured in a automobile accident or are in market for estate planning or in market for divorce or whatever type of law you're in. it's hard to target people based on specific pain points in their life through the affinity audience. But the cool thing is this is a much more targeted method than just traditional billboard advertising, because you can get in front of people that share the traits of your ideal client. So what we can do is we can go through your Google Analytics data, if you have Google Analytics, and we can actually audit the specific affinity audiences and categories that your website is pulling in. So we can look at, okay, it looks like the majority of your website visitors are shoppers/value shoppers. That's interesting. That's good to know. Now, what's really important to know is the pages per session and the amount of time spent on the website. So, for example, if people are spending a lot of time on your law firm's website and you have a nice site, then you probably want to show display ads to those people more often than people who are just bouncing off and aren't interested in what you have to offer. So what we like to do is we like to go through your audience data, see who's engaging most with your website, and then we like to take that data and implement it into our display campaign, right? So then we'll take whichever ones we see from your Google Analytics are the best, and then we'll put that into your display campaign, okay? So another thing that you can do is you can target by not just audiences, but you can target by topic. Oh yeah. You can go down to topic targeting and you can target people based on, here's a couple cool ones. Maybe I put a misspelling in. Yeah, check this out. If I do, check this out. I can go after, I can show my ads to people who are currently interested in the topic of drunk driving law. That's pretty interesting. Now I can combine that with my audience targeting, okay, so that I can show it to people who are likely to, who are spending the most time on my website and interested in drunk driving law if you're a DUI lawyer. Okay, what about this? What about debt management for a bankruptcy lawyer? Combining that with your audience data. What about estate planning for an estate planning lawyer? Duh. What about all of these niches of law? Okay, we have intellectual property, family law, criminal law, bankruptcy. These are people who are interested in the topic listed here. Interesting, eh? Troubled relationships, family and relationships, divorce and separation. Duh. You can target that, right? And then you can combine it with the proper demographics. So watch this. You could target your display ads to people who are interested in the topic of divorce and separation based on what they're consuming online, information-wise. And if you want to target high net worth divorce, you can go into demographics. Okay, and then you can target people based on their age. You can target people based on parental status, gender, and here's the Mac Daddy. If you're a divorce lawyer for men, you could show ads to just men. But here's the really cool thing is household income. You could just show your ads to the top 10% of household incomes. Now that's fascinating. So you can combine your demographic targeting with your topic targeting so that you show ads to people who are interested in the topic of divorce and are in a high income bracket, right? You can combine these same things for any area of law, and even those who are interested in drunk driving laws who are more likely to have money to afford a retainer. Next, this is just like crazy that nobody does this, is you can literally do keyword intent. You can throw in any keyword you're bidding on in your Google ad campaign if you're doing that, or let's say you have a big SEO push for your website, for your law firm. let's say you do this, divorce lawyer, and you type in things like divorce lawyer. Okay. Now, if I were to, now you'd want to have the right match type, obviously. But so, for example, for the keyword divorce lawyer, this would allow you to show ads to people, okay, when they're viewing content related to the two words divorce lawyer, and people who may be in market for a divorce lawyer. And you can combine that with your demographic targeting, so you can target high net worth individuals to go after in addition to the keywords. So this is called search term retargeting, and it works really well. If you're an elder law, you can go after older individuals. Like I said, high-end family law, you can go after higher income individuals. And then in PI, personal injury, all those niches, you can actually exclude the higher income brackets. We've noticed that the best leads from online actually come from the lower income brackets versus the higher income brackets. So I hope that this video opens your mind to what's possible through Google's display network, so that you can get 37 million targeted impressions for your law firm at only 27 cents per click. Imagine the number of cases you could pull in from that if you had a good landing page. If you're interested in this service or in any paid advertising online for your law firm or SEO, reach out to the SMB team. My name is Bill Hauser, owner of the SMB team. We'd love to give you a free internet marketing consultation for your law firm. Just go to SMB, Small Medium Business Team, TEAM.com, and we will talk to you soon. I hope this information was valuable and that it opens your mind to what's possible. Thanks.